Oh, we'll wait for people to come on. How are the dogs doing? Ashley was saying that they didn't want to go out, so she bribed them.
Well, they went out for a walk because they love going out for their walk.
Yeah.
Hi, Nikki.
Hey, Nikki.
You know, they like their walks. It's become our thing.
They just don't like the rain.
Actually, you know, they don't mind.
Hi, Laura. Hi, Faye. Tracy. Oh. Asha. Okay. Well, do we want to get started?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, I am using the Animal Tarot cards tonight. I can't speak again. And they're fun. They are nice, fun cards. Okay, Nikki. Let's see what they have to say to you. I believe the Ace of Winter represents wands, but I'm never sure with this deck. But it says, Panda, implementation of your brilliant new ideas may go off to a rocky start, but keep going. The challenges will help you refine your plan and reshape your goals into something even better. So that's sort of nice. It's like whatever it is you're looking to start, you know, work out the plan, Nikki, and then from there, figure out where you want to take it. So pen and paper, maybe some cue cards, if you prefer them, or sticky notes.
And the card that came up was Hold Your Vision, the fixed moon. And the message that's coming with it is, if you have a vision for where you want to go in the next 6 months, just keep that vision in mind and keep following the things that come to mind with that vision. You know, maybe get some magazines and cut out some pictures of it if it's something material that you're after, or, you know, get some words and put them on a piece of paper. Cut out some words and glue them to a piece of construction paper, something like that, like a vision board, and just stay fast to what your vision is.
Yes. I actually use an art book, and I cut the pictures out and I put them in, and I put little sayings beside them, and I go in and I look, and I've got stuff on the fridge that I look at every day too. So, hello, Holly and Amanda and Kathy and Heather.
Yes.
Okay, so Laura, I picked the unicorn, and this card says there is magic in the air. You can manifest everything you need to be successful, and I really like it. What you can't see up here in the clouds is a figure 8, which means what you put out there comes towards you. But the idea of the unicorn and the magic, unicorns are special. And so to me, Laura, whatever it is you're planning in your life, you know, go ahead with it, because you're going to make it happen. You're the person to actually make it happen.
Well, and the card that was brought from the deck was the Matrix card. And, you know, as we all know from the movie The Matrix, we can make this anything we want. So this is a great time of creation, a great time to dream. And that's the message I'm being given, is that this is a time for you to dream that dream and stay focused on it, and it's coming your way.
Okay, so Faye is next. Have to change glasses so I can read the cards. And this is 10 of Autumns, and this is coins. And this is the Golden Retriever dog. Contentment comes from knowing that your finances are secure and your family's material needs are taken care of. It is important to honor traditions and have pride in your heritage and the accomplishments of your ancestors. I think we've been saying this to you along the way, Faye. And so, once again, write a book. Okay, I feel like there's something, and even if it's just a book for the grandchildren and great-grandchildren, maybe it's about a puppy that's gone astray and how it brings itself back. Okay, so there is something there for you to write. And the sunflower is standing out in my head really strongly, Faye. So I don't know what connection that has to you, whether you like them or whether you should be eating the sunflower seeds. I'm not 100% sure.
And the card that was given to me for you is the messenger. And it's a twofold card. And what's coming over from the other side is that if you listen, you're being given a message as to how to move ahead, and you're to share that message with people. And maybe it's just a few people. There's a message that you were given a while ago, and it's something that's crucial to somebody else right now. And you're to share that message with them. And you'll know what it is.
Hi, Sandra. Okay, so next is Tracy. Hi, Tracy. How are you? I picked life experiences, and it's Coco. And it says important changes are coming into your life that will require you to take action. Don't hesitate to move in a new direction you're right to go in, or you're good to go in. And I like it because this looks like the spring, when the birds are coming back in. So it could be in the spring that you're looking at making the new changes and everything. And there's a lot of light and freshness about it. So it could be something you took off your shelf that you wanted to do before, and you're just airing it out now, or it's something totally new, Tracy.
And I was given luck is on your side. So just take a run at it. Whatever it is that you're looking at, buy a lottery ticket, take a chance. This is a great time. Everything's in alignment for everything to come together for you. And just enjoy the journey.
Okay, so Ashta is next. And Ashta, I picked the sun. And it's the bluebird, and this one definitely has sunflowers in it. Your plans will work out well, bringing you happiness, prosperity, and success. You'll garner the recognition for your accomplishments you so richly deserve. And the bluebird always makes me think of spring, summer, into the fall. So that may be when you start noticing the changes and the recognition for what you've worked so hard at. So be a little patient. It is coming. And the sunflowers make me think of looking up to the sun for you, making sure you get your vitamin D.
And I was given two of Michael's. And basically it says just make a decision. Quit overanalyzing what's going on in your life. You know what decision best suits you. And make a decision on that item and move ahead. It feels kind of like it's education based or something along that line. And just move ahead with it. Go for it.
Okay, so Holly is next. Hello, Holly. And I picked the Princess of Winter. And it's a seagull. And it says, this is an intellectual challenge that calls upon your ability to think of matching solutions. If helpful information is put to you bluntly, accept the message without being bothered by the messenger. So sometimes people can be blunt about what they need to say, but this is also, it's a reflection of what they're saying isn't about you, it's about a situation. And so take the information, and if you can use it, use it. If not, just set it to the side. Maybe later down the road, you might find a need for the information that was given to you. Just don't be overly alarmed by the way it's said. And I don't mean that they're going to be shouting and screaming at you, Holly. I just mean they might say, shit or get off the pot. It could be something as simple as that.
And Holly, I drew a 6 of Michaels for you. And it basically says that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, that you're probably just coming to the end of some rough periods and whatnot, that there's a chance for celebration now, a chance to make new plans. And I'm getting a little giggle in the background that you might have a short trip planned for somewhere or something, a trip to go see somebody or something. And this is just coming up in the next couple of weeks to be a really good time to plan that and go ahead with it.
Hey, hello, Amanda. I hope you're okay. I see that both you and your mom managed to make it on tonight. That's great. I picked the moon. And in this one is the moon looking down, and it's a lynx with a butterfly. And it says it's important to trust your intuition. Even if you're unsure what's happening, all will be revealed soon. So try not to worry. And look how relaxed that lynx looks. He's right there by the water. He's got everything he needs, the grass, the butterfly to play with, light shining on him, being comfortable, the mountains in the distance. And to me, this is also a period of relaxation, of taking time. And it could be even taking time to know what you want, Amanda, not necessarily what everyone else wants.
Interesting. I drew a card. Turns out it's two cards stuck together. The first one is show the world the real you. And the second one is bring love into the situation. And the message I'm hearing is that this is a good time for you to breathe deep, speak your piece as to who you really are, and do it in a way that is loving and supportive and understanding, but in a way also that people really get to see who you are.
It's always a difficult one, when you want to show people who you are and you're afraid that they might judge you because of it.
People will judge you anyways.
Yeah. Hey, Kathy. So, Kathy, you're going to love this. I picked Eagle, and it says Siamese cat. You may feel that you're trapped in your situation, but that's not true. Be careful not to overly focus upon material wealth and to break free of negative thinking. So, Kathy, beautiful cat. Look at him. He's got his collar on, or she, with her sapphire pendant hanging and her little leash that's not tethered to anything. And it's basically, don't worry about, okay, we all worry about money. Let's be realistic. But don't flaunt it. Don't abuse it. Don't hold it so tight that it's choking you. And this is basically taking a step back. It makes me think of legal papers here, even though I know it's a placemat, but there may be some legal papers that you have to redevelop or rediscuss or rewrite. So read them before you sign them, Kathy.
And I was given for you the Emperor card. And at the bottom it says stability and efficiency. Taking charge of the situation. And the message that I'm hearing from the other side is that this is actually a good time just to stand in who you are. You don't have to be bossy about it or anything, but just stand in who you are, and don't take any guff from anybody. But at the same time, don't run anybody over.
Yeah, that's always good advice. I actually dreamt I ran over someone, so I'm not driving for a few days. Okay, so next is Heather. Hello, Heather. I actually picked two for you. Romance, flirtation, introspection, and enchantment. And it's the frog, a deeply emotional situation you may find yourself in. And just look at all the greenery around him. And he's got his magic little wand and his crown. So it could be you developing a romantic situation or a romantic dinner, and just take your time doing it. And the second one I got was the High Priestess. And this is the owl. This is the time to pause and reflect, not to take action, trust in your spiritual gifts, as nothing is hidden from your divine intuition. So this is talking about your own intuition and being ready to take flight when it's necessary. And I love the owl because it's always about education and messages. So and there's a butterfly right there too. So you could be getting a message from someone across the water who just wants to say hello and let you know you're loved.
Well, I was given probably the most fitting card for you and Liam. And that's the end of a tough time cycle card. And, you guys are settling into your house now. You have your first Christmas in the new home. And it's just going to be a good time to relax, catch your breath. Don't take on any new projects until after the first of the year.
That's always good advice.
And feed them haggis. What the heck?
I like it.
Yeah,
So
no comment.
Well, the very first time I had it, my daughter and I went over to Scotland for Christmas. And we didn't make Christmas, but we got there the day of New Year's Eve. And we had haggis and all the traditional stuff. And we did the fast foot and everything. It was fun. Okay. So now, I picked Seven of Winters, and it's the magpie. And this one is basically be careful where you leave your personal items, because if you leave them somewhere you don't want them to be, you could lose them. And also be careful of signing any documents legally that you haven't read as well. And then the other thing is, you do like shiny things, so maybe having something shiny for Christmas might show up under the tree.
And that was given for you the Heart and Soul card. And it doesn't surprise me at Christmas time, cards like that coming up. This is the message I'm getting from the other side too, is that this is a good time for maybe the first time in your life to have real conversations with those few people that you don't normally have them with. And just tell them how important they are to you and how much you care about them. It would be the best gift that you could give this year.
Okay. Well, Lori, you're welcome. And yes, you're right. That figure 8 keeps showing up. So remember, what you put out there comes back towards you. Okay, Sandra, let's have a look. Passionate, charismatic, confident, and restless. Prince of Spring, Dolphin. An opportunity arises that needs your attention right away. Moving quickly is important, yet there's nothing you can't handle if you follow your inner guidance. And water does normally represent spiritual growth as well, Sandra, but it's also about you trusting your instinct and knowing that where you're going, what you're doing, the decisions you make are done from the heart. So open up a little more and you'll be surprised the stuff that will happen for you in a positive way.
And the card that I was given was the Metamorphosis card. And you can see the duality in it and everything. And the message I'm hearing is that this is a good time for you to let go of the old and find the new. The duality is the old you and the new you. And that in seeking the new you, the easiest path is to let go of the old you. It's the simplest path. I won't say it's the easiest path, but it's the simplest path. And there's stuff in your life that you're ready to let go of, and probably some people too. And this is a good time to do it. Do it with love and kindness, but do it nonetheless.
Okay, so next, Faye, you're welcome. Next is Kathy. And this is a different Kathy. So Kathy, I picked the Queen of Summer. And this is compassionate, loving, giving, psychic. And it's a swan. This is a time of deep emotions and bright, heightened intuition that you can trust completely. Be mindful you don't ignore your own needs while caring for others. So, Kathy, this is for you. And I think of the swan as a majestic animal. And what a lot of people don't know is if you invade their space, they'll attack you. And their bite's vicious. So be careful. Don't let people crowd you into their corner, Kathy, because you're a strong lady and you can make your voice heard without lashing out. And your intuition is opening up more and more. So maybe keeping a little notebook handy so you can hear a message and jot it down and see if you want to listen to it. Okay.
And the card I was given for you, it's full moon and eclipse, and its conclusions are within reach. And I'm being told that there's been some things in your life that you've been working towards and some things that have been up in the air. Possibly some legal documents, not documents, but some legal matters or ethical matters. And you're drawing into a conclusion on those. And it sounds like a conclusion that's very favorable for you.
Which is nice.
Yes.
Well, you're welcome, Tracy. And I'm glad you're good, Amanda. So Liam is next. I always like it. So he's good evening, sir.
Well, that's what Liam called me, sir.
So Liam, I picked number 12, which is the awakening. It's a giraffe. Look at things in a different way and all will make sense. Don't worry if your progress is halted temporarily. Things will soon start moving again. So sometimes we do have to stand on our head to get what we're after. And this makes me think of maybe even reaching a little higher into the trees or the stars for what you're after and not just limit. Don't go to the glass ceiling and say, okay, I can't go any farther because there's a glass ceiling there. I feel with this, it says go a little farther. That glass ceiling can move. So Liam, don't be afraid to reach a little higher.
And the card that came out of the deck, the Prophet. And the message that's coming with it, in a very sweet and angelic voice too, very beautiful, is that this is a good time to listen to your inner self. That the things that are being said to you now, inside, and they're being said softly, are the things that will influence this next year for you. So listen and just take them to heart. It's all good.
Yeah. So Amanda, I don't know if she's talking to us or someone else, but she went, when you speak of spirit, it kind of freaks some people out. And so I don't know if she's talking to us or someone else, but yeah, I don't know. Spirits are fun. You never know what they're going to be up to.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then she says, thank you. And next is Brenda. Hey, Brenda. I picked 9, the Hermit, and it's the fireflies. And it says, take time for contemplation, to retreat and go within. Be a beacon for others on their path to spiritual enlightenment. And that doesn't mean you stop your own spiritual enlightenment to help them. It means that you can help people grow at the same time you do. And makes me think, use a candle, focus on it, see the light, feel it surround you and protect you. And that you could start talking to your spirit guides. And if you were on Thursday, I walked through a little spirit guide introduction or family introduction, whichever way you want to look at it. So there's always that to look at as well. So be open and know that you have guides all around you, Brenda. And one of them, I think, is a dad helping you out.
And the card I was given for you, the King of Raphael. And it says, yes, it is safe to trust. And that's really the message I'm being given from the other side for you this evening, is that this is a great time to open your heart up and trust, to go as deep as you want with whoever this person is that you're thinking of. And they're worth going deep with. There's no two ways about it. They are worth going deep, deep, deep with, and you can trust them.
Okay, so Kathy's number one says, I got you, Sean. And then the other Kathy says, thank you, good advice. And Kathy, Darcy, I read a book on empath. I made notes on every page and I meditated, and the first thing I saw was a beautiful, pure white horse. It was amazing. Great. So you finally got something out of a meditation. And white horses, if you used to be the belief that if you saw a white cat, white horse, and red-headed lady, you were guaranteed luck, and you had to see them all on the same day. So used to look for them. Liam Haggis, yes. Okay, Christmas will be Liam and I alone. We will have a romantic dinner. We are thinking lobster. Okay.
Oh, no, haggis.
Get fresh lobster. Don't buy the frozen stuff because it's pretty gross.
Haggis.
Yeah, it's definitely an acquired taste. Well, I'm glad, Kathy, that Amanda recommended the book. Maybe you'd like to write the name down. There might be other people on here who would like to read it as well. Okay. You're welcome, Sandra and Sunel. And then Ashley. Hello, Ashley. How are you? Okay. Without realizing it, Ashley, I picked two cards. I picked the Eight of Autumn, which is the parrot, and it's the perfect time to learn something new. Okay. And it's also about doing your best work, or it could even be reading a really good book. And if Kathy puts the name of the book in there, maybe that's the book you want to read. And then I picked the Two of Winters. And this one is stop procrastinating, move forward. Don't allow other people to interfere in the plans that you want to make if they are moving you into the direction of a life path, a life career, a life purpose, because it's your choice. Other people can give their ideas and their opinions, but when it comes down to it, it's what you want inside your life that's going to make it happen. Okay.
And that was given for you the Stormfields card. And I'm being told that there is change coming in your life. And you can resist the change, or you can go with the change. If you resist the change, it will be bumpy. If you just go with it, it'll be much easier on you. The change is going to happen, whether you want it to or not. This is one time where it doesn't matter. It's going to happen, so you can go with it, and it'll be much better outcome than if you fight it all the way. You don't have to do anything, just go with it. Don't fight it.
Yeah. So Amanda did say she was talking to us about talking about ghosts. Well, if you really want to hear about ghosts, sydneyradio.ca, you want Canada's one, on the 13th, there's a ghost story. So that should be worth listening to, but you have to download the app onto your phone to actually find it. It's called Seeing Dead People, and it's definitely different. So if you're really interested in hearing about ghosts, that would be the show to go to. But I think ghosts are all around us, no matter how you do it. The spears we talked about, people coming to visit, animals coming to visit. I think knowing that they are there brings comfort to a lot of people, don't you, Sean?
Well, seemingly that I see ghosts every day. I happen to know they're all around us.
Yeah.
But I see and communicate with ghosts all the time. and it's no big deal. And
Yeah.
maybe that's just me because it's been like this as far back as I can remember. So
Same here.
yeah,
It's like a daily occurrence.
it's like no big deal. They're there.
It's like
They're all they are is just energy, anyways, right?
Yep.
Which is all any of us are.
Yep. It
No.
is.
Some of us exist on a physical plane. Some of us exist on a ethereal plane. It's no different. We're just energy, and we're just communicating with different aspects of ourselves, anyways. So
Okay. So Holly asked if we are hearing any messages from our spirit guides or angels. And Holly, the truth is, even when we're pulling the cards, they're helping us pull the cards to give you the message. And Liam, right after that, said he really liked the book I suggested. So for anyone watching, if you want to really meet and work with your spirit guides, I did walk through it on Thursday, but the book is called How to Meet and Work with My Spirit Guides. It's really easy, and it's by Ted Andrews. You'd have to order it, but it's a simple read. And as Liam said, so far it's very good. Okay. You're welcome, Kathy. And okay, Kathy says the book is Empath by Judy Dreyer, a complete guide to. So it's definitely a book worth looking at. Okay, you're welcome, Ashley. Amanda. She says, heck yeah. So I guess she's agreeing about seeing the spirits. Next is Tanya Wagner. Hi, Tanya. I picked in advance The Princess of Autumn. And this is the tabby cat. She's got such an innocent looking face, but a very knowledgeable face. A wonderful opportunity related to your work at education, such as a promotion or scholarship, is coming your way. Seize this chance to learn something exciting or start a more rewarding and uplifting career. So this is for you. And I don't know, you can't really see the face of the cat. I need a better camera. But you look at all the books around her and the knowledge and the wisdom. So Tanya, for me, this is you. You have a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and you're just going to add to it. So I think it's fantastic. And that you also have to remember that it's okay to sit there and say, I'm queen, and this is the way things are going to go.
And Tanya, I was given for you the Eight of Ariel. And as you can see, more books. And it just says, take pride in your excellent work. And just to keep expanding your knowledge and your education and sharing that with others. That's your biggest gift. Your biggest gift is the way that you can share what you know and what you've learned with others. And you are a blessing to the world.
Yep. Okay. And Kathy says she got her book on Amazon. It's basically where I get mine most of the time. And I'm going to write it down because I've never read it either. So before I forget, G. Dreyer. And I'll let you know what I think of it too. Okay. She got on Amazon. And Amanda, I agree. She says, someone is here now. Sean, I sense them. I do not always see them, but I know when they are around. You don't always have to see them. It just sometimes is a scent, a smell, a feeling, the goosebumps, and just knowing. Isn't that correct?
Mm-hmm. It is.
Okay. I have to change glasses to be able to read the side.
Well, Tanya says, do you see my next pregnancy going to term? Healthy babies?
Yeah, that's what this one says. When you finally get pregnant, that's what this one says.
Yeah, I see that too without even having to pull a card.
Yep, so did I. I just thought I'd pull the card. Holly, thank you. Tanya, thank you. Tanya, yes, thank you. And then Kathy. Empath helped me to learn the true meaning of letting go. Last page of book, Darcy. I got the message. I let go. Laugh out loud. Okay, Kristen. Hi, Kristen.
Hi,
How are
Kristen.
you? I hope you're having a great evening. And I pulled the Ace of Summer, and it's the Dove. And I have to change glasses so I can read. This is the beginning of a new emotional experience for you. It may be the first blush of romantic love, the rebirth of a current relationship, or the awakening of spiritual gifts and insights. Wow, a lot about opening up people's spiritual side and their intuitive side right now, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all that water. This makes me think of Australia when I was in, I think it was Kings Park, and the fountain there. It was pretty amazing. And so this also, Kristen, is about water helps us connect with spirit. It also helps us have clarity when we're looking for something. So it may be that you just need to be in some water when you're trying to connect and make decisions.
And that was given for you protecting treasure. And the message I'm getting right now is that this is a good time to keep your cards close to your chest. If you're a poker player, you want to have your poker face on. That this is a good time to just sit back, watch the game, and keep your cards close.
And speaking of watching games, aren't the football games on now, or did they cancel them?
Beats the heck out of me. I don't watch sports on TV.
Me neither. Okay.
Well, thanks, Kristen.
Well, that's very sweet of you, Kristen. Okay, so anyone have any other questions while we're sitting here? I thought I'd pull 2 cards, and this is just generally for everyone. And once again, I got to change my glasses. I think I'm going to see if I can get those task-specific glasses where I can look at the computer and look down here and see what I'm doing. And I do not mean bifocals. Okay, I picked the Emperor, and he's so cute. It's the deer mouse. Structure and organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role as you have much wisdom to offer. Look at him. Isn't he so cute? He's got all his fruit, and he looks like Cinderella's helper. So maybe also believing in fairy tales, that things can work out. And then I picked the Princess of Summer, and it's a deer, and you can expect to kindle a relationship or a close platonic friend. You may suddenly receive an emotional message from someone or be invited to a social event. And if you are invited to a social event, remember the mask. I don't know in the States if you guys have quarantines and stuff, but I know they're locking us down again till January. So it's going to be interesting what it's going to Christmas for some people. Did you want to pull a couple of general cards, Sean?
Oh, I did.
Okay, you go for it.
Just trying to get them sorted out of my fingers here. The Page of Raphael. And wrong hand.
Yep.
The Ten of Raphael. And they speak of new emotional situations, new romances, and I'm being told that the new romance isn't necessarily with somebody else. The new romance might be just a new zest for life, a new love of things from the past. Like, I love hiking, and for quite a few years, I didn't hike. And about 4 years ago, I started hiking again. And every time I go out now in the forest, I'm in love. I'm in love being out there, and a lot of times I go out with my bare feet and just love the feeling of the earth. So I'm being told it might be just a new love affair with something that you love to do, whether it's reading a book, watching a movie, writing, playing cards, meditating,
Yeah.
anything like that.
I mean, I know I do more meditation now than I've done in the past because I have the time to do it. I don't feel like with running back and forth to work, getting up and having to drive to work or take the bus and come home. Now I have that time. I can get up in the morning and do a little meditation before I actually start my day, which works, keeps me calm. And I don't boot the computer into the parking lot. So
Heather wants to know if her mother's around, and I'm not hearing anything from her mother myself.
Well, Heather, do you know an Elizabeth? And I don't know if that's for you or actually us, because my ex-mother-in-law was Elizabeth. So I don't know. If you could answer that, would help, because then I'll know who it's for. Yes, Amanda, meditation is extremely relaxing.
I have my own separate meditation room, which is
Elaine.
fantastic.
Yeah, he does. I wished I had my own meditation room now. Okay, Heather, the Elaine works because of Elizabeth. Okay, what I want to say is that when we start searching for events outside our life, or our sphere, not our life, outside our sphere, is it because we are unhappy with what we are doing, or with what is going on around us? So stand still and listen. Joy should fill your heart because your abundance has surpassed what you ever thought it would be. Okay, Amanda says that she wished that she did too. They had a 4-bedroom built instead of a 3-bedroom. Do you got a garage? And do you have property where you can build a little she shed in the back? Because if you did and run electricity, and I guess you don't need a toilet out there, but because you can always run back in the house, that would be perfect. Because I tell you what, if I had that ability, I'd buy one of those rubber made sheds that you can buy at Home Depot, and I'd put it on a slab, put up some walls and electrical wire, and I'd have my own she shed and my own bedroom. Well, keep visualizing it. Put it on a board that you have your she shed in the back. He doesn't need one. So I'd go for it. But okay, Sean, do you have anything else that you'd like to talk about or say to the group?
I'm pretty quiet this evening. I'm at a time of retrospect in my life, so it's a good place to be. So, yes, I have a tip for you on controlling mind chatter when meditating. Let go. Don't follow it. Just recognize it. Let it be. We all have mind chatter, right? So, I do breathing exercises when I first start. Usually I have a statement that I use, or a mantra, or whatever people want to call it these days. But my mind, like everyone else, has a million thoughts come into it. And I just let the thought pass through. I don't hang on to it. I don't add to it. And it's just practice. It's practice, practice, practice. the mind chatter quiets down a bit after time, but it never really goes away. It's pretty hard for it to go away because that's your roommate.
But remember what I also said, there are two types of meditation. There's the active, so there's the mind chatter, and there's the passive, the one where you can sort of close everything out and drift off. So it doesn't really matter as long as you're meditating, that mind chatter can be there. I've been known to make grocery lists. Okay, Amanda. Well, in our case, not everyone knows December 21st, Jupiter and Saturn will appear as kissing planets. Very exciting. Yes, Penelope brought that up last week, that they're meeting, and that is also the start. Well, depending on whose calendar you look at, but for pagans, the 21st is winter solstice. So it will actually be quite interesting because it is.
Are you calling me a pagan?
Well, that's what they said in the book. It's a pagan ritual. So pagan, Wiccan, sure not Catholic, but it did start out Catholic.
Yeah.
So,
well, just so you know, focus on you.
Yeah, I know. I try not to point this finger because look at this. It's actually a magic finger because it's got a bend in it. But I now have, look, I have my first one that I got to fix up yet. I found him when I was walking, and I'll put a crystal on him and do a few little carvings on him. Yay, me.
My wand is just off to the right of me, out of reach.
Yeah, I've got another one that's green.
Otherwise, it would be a bippity-boppity boo.
Yep. I have a green one with crystals on each end, but I just don't know where it is. My cat's getting up, and I've never really had a clean desk because I know where everything is when my desk is messy. And my cat has been getting up at night and literally sitting there looking at me and shoving the stuff off my desk. And Sean, you're a Protestant, so same as a pagan.
Well, you know, what can I say? It's far, far better than being one of them people from the Vatican. I can't remember what they call them. Heathens?
Yeah. I'm a Wiccan through and through.
And just so everybody knows, Liam and I have been best friends for a lot of years, over a decade. And this is an ongoing giggle between us about being Protestant and Catholic. You know, and Heather is actually only ever telling Liam one lie. She told Liam that she was Catholic, but really we know she's Protestant. She's in the registry with the rest of us, so you know.
Well, it doesn't. No religion should have control over anyone. And I think it should be universal religion. And that is why I have tried several and many. And I'm actually an ordained minister. So if I lived in the U.S., I could marry people. So there you go.
Well, I can actually marry people here, so.
Yeah. But
anyways, neither here nor there.
Yes.
I prefer not to use the word religion. I think that people should practice whatever faith works for them.
I like Heather.
I'm with Heather. I have my own mind. Thank you very much. And okay. I'm with you, darling.
So Shar just poked her nose in, so she'd like a card.
Hi, Shar.
The world, Shar. And this is the Shetland sheepdog. Wait, I got to change glasses. It says, congratulations on successfully accomplishing what you set out to do. You made it through the challenges and incorporated the lessons life offered you with grace and courage. There you go. Look at him. Look at the award symbol around him and everything. And he's sitting on that pedestal. Yeah. Sean's dogs are going for the jugular.
Yes. I'm in the middle of a dog fight.
So, Shar, congratulations. It's a lovely card, and it's the world. It means that you're conquering your world and you're holding true to your own self.
And Char, I was given the communication is key. So just make sure that when you're communicating with people, you're being as clear as you possibly can. And that's what I'm being told. Make sure that you're being clear with people so that there's no misunderstandings or anything like that.
You thought John was dancing. No, he was avoiding the dogs, Kathy.
Yes. Yes, my two puppies decided they'd have a dog fight right here beside me. And I'm smart enough not to get my hands involved in that.
Yeah. Oh, and while I'm thinking about this, because I noticed it on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday last week, we have the trolls out again. So if you get a message from someone saying, hey, email me for your reading, it has nothing to do with us, and please report them. I have been going in and reporting them and blocking them from the chat session. All right. So if you don't have anything else, we could call it an evening.
I'm good.
Okay. And Moonlight's just going to put her tail in there to vote on that and knock the screen off.
Oh, look at that. I
Yes.
thought I saw a kitty cat.
This is Mooney. Oh, wait. There she is. No. This is the one that knocks everything off my table.
Daisy, there's a kitty cat.
Yes. Okay, everyone, you have a fantastic night. May love, peace, joy, and happiness find you in mysterious ways. And remember that Penelope and I should be on tomorrow night. And if not, I will let you know in plenty of time. And yeah, just thank you so much for coming out and joining us. Night.
Thank you, everyone. Good night. I know there's a button here I have to